whether it be a fire, a flood, an earthquake, or an act of civil disobedience. Always be prepared. Well, folks, I really didn't think I'd be saying this right now, but prepare for war. That buildup along the Ukrainian border, once they get all that snow off that inventory, Russia's going to be crossing into Ukraine. Putin doesn't care. He's going to put the band back together. He's going to have that pipeline put in. He's going to feed Western Europe all that natural gas. He's going to bank every penny of it, a ruble, and Crimea. That was just the beginning. We all saw it. He wants to put Ukraine back into the fold. It's mostly Russians there anyway. And they've been fighting that war now for 8 years off and on. It's time that he decides to go ahead and finish the job, you know. And now that we got this weak administration, as soon as, honestly, folks, we should have been putting troops in Germany and Poland and Hungary, but this is a NATO thing, so we just got out of an 18-year long war, 18-year war, but we knew it was never going to end. It's just a money pit. And here we go again. So I'm telling you right now, if anything doesn't happen, that's a good thing. Always, prepare for the worst. And stick it out, folks, because there's going to be a situation. And don't forget about China. Australia's not. We're sending a bunch of equipment to Australia. F-22s, F-35s, B-2 bombers. We're going to end up having a North Australia naval port. And when that Philippine Subic base gets fully operational again, there'll be that Navy base there. So South China Sea will be constantly being patrolled. It already is. I mean, you always got somebody always up there because of the Navy bases in Japan. We got a Navy base in Diego Garcia to cover the Indian Ocean. And North Korea, he's being real quiet. I'm still shocked that the president hasn't even got him on the phone to talk to him. But so he just keeps shooting off these missiles, worried, making the Japanese all skittish. South Koreans all skittish. So I've been hearing all this flack about now that you're going to go ahead and tell all the Americans that are living in Ukraine to deed them out of there, get out before it's too late, and you won't be able to get out, just like Afghanistan. Sorry, folks. I don't like war, but nobody does. We just got out of an 18-year-long year. I can't even say it. I'm so upset. 18 long years. Thousands of American sons, daughters, husbands, wives were taken from us. All the while, if you didn't know, China was mining minerals out of Afghanistan the back door. They were just going in there to get the minerals and leave. Nobody knew about it. Google it. China and the infrastructure. They're now throwing money all over the world, making sure that future ports of call will have a Chinese-owned terminal where they can offload those tankers and container ships. And here we're sitting here, spent 4 years, build factories, America, build factories, bring back America, bring back America. Some of those factories got started, some of those factories got finished, and some of those factories are producing right now. Jeff Bezos is out there building those Amazon fulfillment centers. When you think about it, it's the future. I mean, you might as well embrace it. Something that's going to happen is going to happen. You get on a computer, you order through Amazon, next day it's sitting at your front door. Get used to it. It's going to happen. Drone deliveries in your backyard, the medications that you needed. It's all coming. But what could put the hurt to it is a war in Eastern Europe. How long would it last? Well, that's not our decision. That's not the general's decision. That's the powers to be. How many people will just disappear? Y'all remember the Herzegovina Bosnia situation during the Clinton administration? I was working at Dugway, Utah. We were asked to leave the range. They had tested something that ended up in the nightly news a few days later. America tried to assassinate the president of Bosnia. A young man was paid money to go use some infrared paint on the back wall of his bedroom where he lived. Later that night, a F-117 fired a infrared-seeking missile, and an illuminator sat there and illuminated that wall with that paint, and it reflected in the infrared spectrum. That missile went right into where it was told to go. Sorry to say this, but the president wasn't home that night. Their intel was wrong. But when the damage was done and they started going through the rubbish, guess what? Made in the USA. All over that missile debris. Yeah, you just can't keep a secret, folks. If you're going to do that kind of thing, you might not want to have Made USA all over it. Well, anyway, folks, you need to prepare. War's coming. It's what it's looking like. Every chance you turn around, somebody wants us to go to war with Russia. Russia. You will. Here you go. You spent 4 years getting rid of this guy. Well, now you did it. You got rid of him. And look around what you got. Man, I just want to... You had to go and do it. Couldn't take 4 more years. You had to go and do it. And now we're sitting here paying out the nose for natural gas, propane, butane, food. Look at all these people out there that can't afford to feed their livestock because somebody kept selling them some other country all our corn. We don't have any more corn. This stuff has to be stored up, folks. I mean, it doesn't just grow every day everywhere. And now that you got a container ship issue, they're even going through train cars. They're stealing it right out of the container, folks. Yeah, if you haven't seen the news on that, that just breaks my heart because that just hurts everybody, from the manufacturer all the way out to the person that was supposed to get those items. Laying on the ground. And the governor of California, to show his support, picked up a few boxes for the photo op. That just burnt me up. And it's still going on. There's a couple people out there that go on YouTube in the afternoon and mornings who still show here's this such and such a day, and here's a container train just going by about 2 miles an hour. And sure enough, there's open doors on the containers, top and bottom. They're going for both levels. They don't care. And all it takes is a bolt cutter, folks, because there's nobody around. Nobody's protecting it because the railroads go, we got insurance. The shipper's like, we didn't even know what happened. Nobody told us. That's the part that's UPS and got UPS, FedEx, and Amazon all bent out of shape. Is we didn't even know what was going on. We just got those reports that our customers weren't getting their items. Well, we refund their money and move on. I don't know, folks. I'm just about... Oh, now we got, of course, Omicron is on the decline. Thank goodness. I mean, if I'm not going to get into the vaccine thing, if it's up to you. People out there protesting this weekend in Washington, D.C., just to tell them everybody is going to do what they're going to do. Then we got the Supreme Court about to rule on a 40-something-year-old law, if it's unconstitutional or not. I don't know. I don't care. I don't have to worry about it. It's not in my wall. It doesn't come in knock on my front door yet. I don't think it ever will. But for all you folks out there, you have rights. God-given rights. And the Constitution listed some of those rights. Well, now they're going back and rehashing the past and trying to say it's not what it needs to be. But we're going to go ahead and say, God bless you all. God bless America. Let's not go to war. It doesn't make any sense. Somebody's monkeying around, and We need to find out who it is. God bless you all, folks.
And remember, folks, it can happen from the north, it can happen from the south, it can happen from the east, or coming from the west. Always be prepared, and if you've enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell, or I'll be out there waiting for you to come to me. Admiral Preparedness, God bless you all.